Hello everyone. Welcome back with me Miss Amruta and you're watching Guru's Academy. So let's start with our next topic, that is water cycle, from the lesson The Earth and its Living World. So students, before starting water cycle, I would like you all to clear some concept about evaporation and condensation. So now let's see first what is evaporation. So students, have you ever seen in your kitchen if we have kept the water boiling? What do we observe? At a certain point, when the water gets heated, we can see that there are the vapors coming. See, these are the vapors coming. But why does it happen? Because the heat is given from the base, and what happens? The temperature increases, and at certain points, the water starts boiling. And when the water starts boiling, what happens? The vapors, they comes up. That means water vapor. The liquid, it gets converted to the water vapor. That is the gaseous state. So what is evaporation? The process of water when it changes from liquid to the gaseous state. This is called evaporation. So now let's see what is condensation. Now students, condensation is the exactly opposite process of the evaporation. Now let's see how. If we keep the water boiling and we cover it up with the lid, what can we see? See, this is the vapors which are coming out. And suppose we have covered it with this lid. What will happen? The water vapors, the gaseous state, it gets converted to the small droplets of the water vapors. See, these are the small droplets which gets collected at the surface of the lid. And at what happened at one point, all this water droplet, it again comes back to your vessel. See, these water vapors are again coming back to the vessel. That is, it is the exactly opposite of the evaporation. What have we seen in the evaporation? When the water boils, the liquid, it converted to the gaseous state. And condensation is what? The gaseous state, it converts back into the liquid form. So this is what is evaporation and condensation. So now let's see what is water cycle. That is, how does it rain? Water on the earth, it evaporates continuously due to the heat of sun. Yes, I have explained you what is evaporation. See here. This is where evaporation takes place. These are the rays of the sun which are coming down. What happens? The water, it gets heated, and from here the water vapor, it goes up. See, so here is the place where evaporation takes place. Water that has percolated into the soil also evaporates due to the heat and enters the atmosphere. Yes, now the water vapor, it converts. Does it happens only in oceans or sea? No, the water which is collected under the soil. Then we also have some puddles, or we also have rivers where there is water, where evaporation takes place, and that is due to the heat in the atmosphere. And from here, the water vapor, it gets collected. So what happens next? As water vapor is lighter than air, it rises up into the atmosphere. Yes, what happens in evaporation? The water vapor takes place. So as the water vapor is lighter than air, it rises up high into the atmosphere. Yes, as the evaporation is taking place, what happens? The water vapor, which is converted from the water, it goes up high in the atmosphere because it is lighter than the air. So as it goes higher, it gets cools and condenses, forming very fine droplets of water. Yes, when the water vapor, it goes up, it rises into the atmosphere in the air. The temperature above is very lighter. It is cool above in the atmosphere. So what happens? The water vapor, it get condenses. That is, condensation takes place. So what happens? These droplet, it forms the it takes in the form of clouds. Here is where the process of condensation takes place. So here we have evaporation, and here is the process of condensation. I have explained you all what is evaporation and what is condensation. So now what happens to the droplets which are formed up above? The droplets are so small and light that they float in the atmosphere. Yes, as the condensation takes place, the small droplets they are formed, they are very light, so they can float up above in the atmosphere. And these which forms the small droplets, they form clouds. Now these small droplets they join together and form bigger droplets which are heavy. Yes, the small droplets which floats up above in the atmosphere, they form the cloud. And further, these small droplets they join together and they form big droplets which becomes very heavy. So as they cannot float above, what happens? Such droplets of water fall down on the earth in the form of rain. Yes, see, we can see this over here. The small droplets they form the clouds, and then these clouds they come close together. Why do they come close together? Because they become heavy, and so they come down in the form of rain. And this is how the rains are formed, and this is called the water cycle. So now when the rain comes down, what happens? This rainwater flows into the rills, the streams, the rivers. Yes, these are the small water bodies which are coming down. So what happens? Rainwater flow into them and finally they meet into the sea. Now what happens next? The ice in the snow covered region also melts due to the heat of the sun. So finally flows into the rivers. Yes. The ice which is present in the snow covered regions, what happens to those? Due to the heat of sun, even those ice gets melt and they also finally flow into the river. So this process of evaporation and condensation and rainfall go in a continuous process, and this is called as the water cycle in nature. So you may get question, what is water cycle? What you all should write? The process of evaporation, condensation and rainfall which go in continuous cycle is known as water cycle. Isn't it very simple? So hope you all have understood what is water cycle and how does it rain. Let's see the next topic in our next videos. If you all like this, do comment, share and subscribe it. Thank you.